Hello, everybody. This is my YouTube channel. I'm gonna give everybody a few seconds to hop on that wants to come on. If not, this video will be uploaded and stayed up there for Facebook. Oh yeah, for Facebook for YouTube purposes. People have been, on my TikTok has been asking about this, so I decided to go ahead and do it. So there we have it. But yeah, we are definitely live right now, I think. Hopefully. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about the YouTube channel thing, y'all. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Today, we are doing a fishing 101 tutorial. Basically, of what you basically can expect if you want to start fishing. Like, I get the questions, how much it costs, uh, you know, uh, what poles do I need, and all that good stuff. So, we're going to start off with the basics. The easiest fish to catch, in my opinion, is a bluegill. I mean, a bluegill, you don't need that much equipment. Like, you can go, well, my other rod actually broke, but you can go get one of these. They have what they call a Shakespeare reverb at Walmart. And these right here come with line, not this line, as I hit my own line. But this right here is basically a $15 rod and reel combo. Comes with, I think, like 8 pound line, 6 pound line. That's more than enough than what you'll need for bluegill. I mean, the biggest world record is like 6 pounds. So that's all you would need. And as I said, this one here will hold. Of course, I want to tell you now. I can't find it. Ah, here it is. 8 pounds, 100 yards, up to 100 pounds of 8 pound line. Now, mind you, I do have mono up here. I mean, braided, excuse me. I do have braided on this one, my preference. I'll get that in a few minutes about the braided or the mono. So here's what I use. I use braided line and everything like that. So basically, there you go. That right there is a little short reel. $15. It costs you about, my state, it depends on your state. My state freshwater license costs about $15, $16. So for about $30, most of these, I believe, don't quote me on this, it depends on your Walmart. Some of them actually come with line already on them. So about $30, bam, you're fishing for the rest of the year. And you can start eating the fish that you catch. Bluegill is, by the way, eatable. I've actually ate a couple of them. But here it is. That's your first one. I mean, here's the most inexpensive. And actually, you can use, I'm not going to show y'all because they are a little harder to find nowadays. They call it a cane pole. Basically, I call it a tree stick with a hook on the end of it and some line. I mean, you could actually use that to catch bluegill, but little rods and reels like this are a lot easier. Now, when you're referring to drag, this right here is your drag. Basically, what it does, it allows the line to move while the fish is pulling drag. That's pretty much what drag is. And then, of course, as you tighten it, tighter, it's harder for the fish to do it to where finally, if you tighten it up, you can't hardly move it. And you can tighten it all the way down to where even your own hand strength cannot move it. And of course, like I said, but that's another thing. Maybe in another video, I'm not going to do it in this video, about how to grease one of these. These are actually fairly easy to grease. I might do that maybe next Sunday on here to show y'all just how to do it. I guess 102 of how to grease one of these. But this right here, y'all, is just basically a little reel you use. Now, if you're gonna go after bigger fish, such as like bass, uh, walleye, carp, things that are a lot heavier, you will need a little bit heavy duty pole. This right here is a 6 foot Shockwave. Actually, this is my very first pole I ever bought. Actually, it's a 6.5 foot rod. It's a medium rod. That's basically all it is. I actually use it right now for bluegill, actually. That's the only one I had. The other little one I had broke. Right now it has actually 20-pound mono on here. I believe that was yeah. Uh, I mean, you could put 10 pound on here, but you would put like 1,000 yards of it. So I mean, 200 a 20-pound mono, it holds 250 yards. So I always like to be on the safe side. Like when you're bluegill fishing, I mean, even though this right here is a very very small number 8 hook, I have seen bluegill. I've seen catfish hit one of these little hooks. That's a number 8 hook, by the way. So yeah, definitely, ow, definitely y'all could use these right here. And again, same thing. That's the drag, and then of course same thing principle. This right here just holds. I mean, each reel depending on, like, for example, this reel. Oops, wrong one. This reel will hold way more than this one will. This right here can only hold 8-pound mono. Where this right here can hold up to 25-pound mono, and it can hold almost 200 yards of it. So right there tells you just how big this reel is. Both of these are Shakespeare's. Yes, both of these are Shakespeare's. I'm not a big fan of Shakespeare's. To me, they're problematic, but so far this one here has been, dedicated. So there we go. Um, put that one to the side. Next up, if you're going to go catfishing, now I'm gonna give you two options for catfishing because not everybody likes this. I just got into it, so wait, hold on, wrong one. Y'all bear with me here. Um, this right here is my coastal turf rod. It's a 7-foot medium heavy, which means it's a lot stronger than the rod you just saw. Notice how thicker it is as well. This rod right here has a Penn 3000 on it, spin reel. Again, it's still got the drag on it and everything that comes up, but these right here, just to me, they're a lot better reel for the money. This right here will hold braided 130 yards, which is what I have on here right now, 30 pounds at 130 yards. But now, if you wanted to put mono up here, you can put 120 pound, 12-pound mono with 120 yards. So you remember that you always get more braided on a line, on a reel, than you will mono, because mono is a lot thicker line than I hear it's 30 pounds, and you see how thin it is. So this right here is another catfish rod. Again, it's very long. It's also stronger because sometimes, like, I'm trying to get to where I can see it, show y'all. Right here is my little, I'm going to show y'all about a leader and stuff. This right here is what I use. I use a 2-ounce sinker, 2-ounce sinker. So there you go. Always fun to do that. And then, of course, if go out and you really want to go out and, try to get the big boys. I know some people do. Me personally, I just try to get the sizable, eatable size, like, 10, 20 pounds. I'm good. I mean, that will fill my freezer. That's all I want. But, the next one would be the bait caster. Now, these right here, they do have a learning curve. You do have to learn how to cast these, which I will do one in the wintertime of how to cast one of these on my TikTok channel. I got a lot of requests on that too, about how to cast one of these. You do have to learn how to actually cast one of these properly and accurately enough to where it will not bird net. The spin reels, they are pretty much like, in my opinion, bird nest proof. I've had them now for about 15 years. I think I've bird nested 2 spin reels. And that's when I was learning. So, I mean, that's kind of like, I mean, self-explanatory. These right here, every once in a while, to this day, it'll give me a problem. I've had this one for about almost a year now. This right here's got, again, 30-pound mono on here, trilene. Yeah, I mean, it's got like, I got my light. 400 pound, 400 pound, 400 yards of 30 pound trolley. Bait casters do have an advantage. They do hold more line. To give you an idea, the one you just saw, which is, I'm going to try to bring it up without hitting anything. This right here will hold 30 pound braided at 130 yards. This same bait caster right here, y'all, is rated at 1,030 yards of braided, 30 pound braided. So this right here will hold way more line. In fact, this right here holds more line than the spin reel does with the braided. So that right there just tells you how big these things are. Now again, there's a lot of, as you see here, flip switches, gear knobs right here. Y'all see them, gear knobs. And then there's a lot of gears or your drag's actually right here. And then of course you flip it over and you got some more switches right here. Again, this right here is a 6'6" rod. It is a heavy rod. It's a heavy rod. It's actually a little bit stronger. I've only seen this rod maybe bend twice. I mean, I have got like up to like 7, 8 pound fish up here. I've never seen a fish be able to bend this rod yet. So, with that being said, like I said, these are also a little bit more maintenance issue. I'll be going over that, somewhat, a little bit later when I had to like replace my mono on here. But yeah, this right here is a Penn Warfare. If y'all wonder, it's a Penn Warfare. Um, Penn, I didn't know it. I told y'all. A Penn Warfare 30 LW baitcaster. Now you can pick one of these up for about $140 for the rod and the reel. Now the line's extra, so for about $150 you can have a rod like this. Now the bait casters, they are expensive. To give you an idea, I apologize I didn't tell you. This right here is my Coastal Turf, the medium heavy rod, also catfish rod. I've got up to a 9 pound catfish on this one. This one right here, I think I got like $60 or $50 in the actual spin reel, and I got probably $20 in that. The braided, I don't know, like $12 in the braid. So, maybe I'm close to $100 in this. Again, though, you can put them in, like I said, if you're going to catfish, yeah, you're going to have to get in a little bit of extra money because they don't play around. The catfish, they don't play. Another thing is if you're going to start fishing or start, going out, I can show you how bright it is. I mean, it's got a high. This right here is high. I mean, I can see how much light it's shining on me. That is high. And then there is medium. That's low. Then it's got a little blinking red. I guess things like kayaks for emergency uses. So, and then also it runs off of, if you unscrew this, it also runs 4G batteries. And also, where's it at? It will also run, like, charge your phone up. You can also charge it. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I have never in my life had to charge or change these batteries. The G batteries, I've never had to change them. So, with that being said, with these right here, I mean, you go with it. Hey, now I paid $40 for this light right here. I mean, it's got a little hook that you can, hook with. It's got a little, holder. But overall, for the price, and the brightness of it, it is very, very good. I mean, I like it. It's one of my favorite ones. But now, let's say maybe you don't, you can't afford that kind of stuff and everything we have next. I apologize. I do not remember how much I paid for this thing. I think it was like, I don't know, like 20 or 30, maybe $20 or $30. Um, oh, wait, one button. This right here is 1,000 lumen. Again, Ozark. Now, this right here does not require batteries. It's self-charging. It charges, by USB. It actually has a charging cable inside here that you use. It also comes with I get this thing back on. Oh, nope. Yep. Nope. It also comes with um, it also comes with a Bluetooth speaker. Um, which I can't show y'all because I'm on a live video. But here's a YouTube a Bluetooth speaker right here that you can connect to your phone while you're out and about. You know, maybe you got another phone you want to listen to it. There you go. Oh my goodness, I usually use that thing. You really did come out from under me again. I'm trying to show the people the. All right, there we go. Let it back in. And then, of course, if you want to go towards a cheaper option, y'all, you can get one of these. I mean, these are here's this plain Jane. I've had this forever. You can see just how badly it's scratched up. It puts out, I think, like 700 lumens. It's not as bright as the other two. And, of course, you can see in the back right here, it's a charging port. I paid about $20 for it. It's got high, medium, low. Again, it's got I'm gonna mess with this one. It's got a charging port where you can just open it up, and that's where the charging port is, and then you just pull this rubber tab back, and then right there is where you charge it up at. And of course, it also does come with a little handle for you. Again, it depends on how much light y'all really want. I like to light up my area very, very well when I'm out fishing. So that being said, definitely. Um, Moving on to the next step. Now this is preferably what everything I say on here, y'all. This is my opinion. What I believe most people need to get started. You're gonna need one of these. Now, some of y'all may say, "Well, why do you need a tape measure to go fishing?" Because, especially in my state, some fish are regulated by length, and so you have to know, okay, how long is that fish? And so you need to make sure that, I mean, I bought this. It was an El Cheapo, tape measure. There's enough that, accurate. That's all I need it for. But yeah, I mean, make sure, I like it because you can stop it and you can measure the fish. And when you're done, let it go. And then if you need to remember it, you can push it down, this little switch, and there you go. It'll hold it until you release the switch. But I use that a lot. Um, if you fish at night, I would recommend honestly to get bells, or an electric on device. Honestly, if I had to recommend one of them, I would honestly say the what they call them, the electric devices, because this right here is one of the bells that I did use. Like I said, this right here is half broke already. I mean, this right here is supposed to be like up here to where it rings, but whenever that pole hits here, it starts ringing, and sometimes it does that actually. So they're not my favorite, cup of tea, but it works. Um, Invest in some bug spray. You will thank me later. When you're out fishing at night, there'll be a lot of bugs, especially if you're near the water, especially mosquitoes. Now, I live in the South, so I say skeeters because we don't have mosquitoes down here. We got mosquitoes about the size of your hand sometimes. So yeah, these right here definitely you want to use. Get you some. I use Repel, 40% deep. I mean, I don't fish that much at night anymore, but hey, what do you know? Um, Another thing you can use is this right here, which would be electrical tape. Now you might ask why. One, it will help you hold your line together. Where when you put on like certain rods or certain reels, certain reels are not adaptable. They don't have the rubber backing like pins do. That's one reason I like pins. They have a little rubber ring around the pins that are adaptable. Braided likes to slip a lot. So if you use, like, if you're putting on braided on a reel and you don't have no rubber ring and you don't use mono backing, which means put on mono then braided, it's going to slip. This right here will be your best friend. It's basically rubber electrical tape, and it'll keep that from happening. Um, I will say this right here, just in case y'all decide if I can get it out. All right. You will need some of this. Now, this is for only my cat fishermen people. This right here is black thread, 200 yards. Um, excuse me. Pretty much that's all I get. Polyester. I use this just to tie on chicken liver, and I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just wrap it all up like crazy, just to keep it on the hook. That's why you see some nasty stuff up there already. So that definitely will come in handy, to help you out on that. The next thing I would tell y'all would need to go buy is a pair of these. These right here are pretty much what they call needle nose pliers. They will come in handy to taking the hook out of the fish's mouth, retrieving a hook out of the fish's mouth. I have seen some where you got to go all the way down their throat just to get it out of their mouth. These will come in handy. These are here at Danco's pliers. I like them because they are spring loaded. I bought these like a few months ago or something. All right, moving right along, y'all. Um, if you got a kid like I do, I have a 2-year-old daughter. Get you some wipes. You will thank me later because when you're fishing, you're handling chicken liver, you're handling raw fish. Fish are slimy. They got a slimy coating on them. They come in handy whenever you can wipe your hands and sanitize them. Definitely. Um, I can't stop yawning today. Let me see if I can get that. No, right, we are cooking with gasoline now. All right, I had to get it out. Another thing is get you another pair of fingernail clippers. Because these right here are gonna be your best friend. They don't cut braided that well. They will cut mono. Again, I still use mono from time to time, and I'll get into in a few minutes why I like braided over mono, and I'll let y'all make your own decisions. But that's pretty much why I do what I do and all that stuff. But I'll let y'all know my actual you know real reason why I do what I do. But yeah, get you a nice pair of fishing clippers, fingernail clippers. And of course, if you're gonna go fishing for I shouldn't even have to say this, but get you some bobbers. You can go to Walmart and get you a handful of them. These right here, they got cork bobbers. They just snap on. You push this right here down, the hook comes out. You put the line on. Then you just take this right here, and then the hook comes out that end. You put the line on, and then you're ready to get your hook. And of course, also get you some half-ounce lead weights. The reason I say that is some days when it's hot, like 100 degrees, and you're fishing for bluegill, they're gonna be on the bottom, not on the top. That bobber won't be worth a dang to you. So always make sure you can get, some lead half-ounce sinkers so that you can use them for your preferred. Now, moving right along. Um, Another thing you need, um, like I said, is one of these. If you're gonna use now it ain't gotta be this particular brand or this big knife, but this right here is what I use for cut bait. I use it for cutting line like braid if I need to, and all that good stuff. Now it does have a little lighter in the bottom of it, and stuff like that. So that also comes in, handy when I am out and about and doing it. Also, comes in this nice little protective holster where you ain't gotta worry about it. You can just carry it on your side, and like I said, when you need it, you can just grab it and pull it out and cut your bait or whatever you need to with it at that moment. Um, all right. Again, another thing you could be getting, y'all, is an emergency light, especially if you're gonna go fishing at night. Get you one of these. Again, these right here is very inexpensive. I don't think I even paid for anything. They just basically run off three triple A batteries, and you just drop the thing in there like a cartridge, and like I think like every once in a while I change these batteries. I don't hardly ever use them, but that way if you're at home and all of a sudden hey, you're in the dark, or maybe you're trying to find something in the dark, you got one of these. And these right here, I'm gonna try to show you. Um, right here are the bobbers that you can go to Walmart and get. They're cheap. You know, you don't have to use a lot of money. I think like $2 or $3 at Walmart, you get like 6 or 7 yours. I use these for surf fishing. Little silver spoons and stuff like that for like red drum and stuff like. And by the way, catfish will hit these silver spoons too. By the way, and you hit one of these, that's all you'd have to do with these. These right here are like $2 or $3. Like, and then of course you don't have to buy them no more until they wear out. If you're into bluegill like I am, hold on, let me show y'all something. Try to get some out here so I can show you. These right here are awesome. These right here are pretty much artificial, what they call rooster tails. Basically, they got a little rooster tail on them, on the end of them. That's what they call them. And they got this little spinner that spins and buzzes and vibrates the water, and then it flashes, against my light, as you will see. Same thing with sunlight, and they will guarantee you hit bluegill. I've had a lot of bluegill hit this right here. So I mean, and then of course, the only thing about these is you gotta figure out which color they want. I mean, I've had black hit a couple of days. I've hit orange. I've got yellow, purple, green. I mean, you just got to get like this one right here. It's got a purple rooster tail with a orange and yellow body. So you just got to figure out what they want at that moment. So, but yeah. Um, Another thing y'all could get just walking through the line, y'all, is like I said, get you some weights. Now I cannot tell you what weights to use because I don't know where y'all are fishing. I fish the Neuse River here in North Carolina a lot when it's up, that is, or the Catania River whenever I can. Uh, Tomorrow I think me and my dad are gonna be going live on TikTok with I think it tolls Mill if I can get a signal. But depending on how deep the or how fast the river is moving is what I use. I mean, get you some like here's a 5 ounce lead weight. I can see that really well, but it's 5 ounce lead weight. Then I've got all the way up to a 10 ounce lead weight. And then of course I got a 8-ounce lead weight. Now I'll be honest, and 90% of what I use now on the baitcaster, because it is a heavy rod, I do usually mostly 5-ounce weights. Usually, that's my go-to. And then of course you can get them into like little pyramid shaped ones. Most rods though, I use 2 ounces. That's usually all I ever need. I mean, most of the time, 2 ounces will get me where I need it to go. Another thing you could always get is an extra rag or something, because rags do come in handy, because you wipe your hands and stuff. I ain't gonna worry about it. I mean, there's other things you can get because of the grubs and everything. But let's see here what we got in here. I can show you. Another thing you can need, and this is an option depending on you. If you're like me and you're paranoid about how sharp your knife is, I just won't use a dull knife. I hate dull knives. Get one of these. Basically, it's a knife sharpener. It's fine on that side, coarse and rough on this side. And basically, you can sharpen your knives right out there in the open, on the field, right there on the water. And you ain't got to worry about waiting till you get home. So that's always a plus. If you're going to go bluegill fishing now, you'll need some of these. Like, don't worry about like what. I don't recommend the wire ones, the light wire, because these are here bend very easily. But number 8 or anywhere between 6 to 10 number will catch some bluegill. I just use number 8 because I usually have the most luck with number 8. And of course, you usually get, like I said, about 100 of them in a pack. So that also really good. Now, if you're going, I'm gonna show y'all how I do a rig in a few minutes. You're gonna need some of these right here, size 1 barrel swivels. I use these a lot. That's why you see I got so many of them. Let me find them other ones. I got them. Okay, now if you're going to go, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna just start getting a box, I guess, for my. This right here, y'all, is what I use personally for catfish. They're number 8-aught hooks, 8/0. They basically all they are. I'm gonna take one out actually to show you, because I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna show y'all how to do a rig that I use. This right here is an 8-aught circle hook. Again, catfish have big mouths, so you need a big hook for them. So that's what I use. I have literally caught babies on this. I have caught 1-pounders. I don't know if he was even a pound, y'all, but on this little hook. So we're gonna leave that right there. Now, if you're going, now this is only for people who are going to use braided. I recommend to go to the Harbor Freight or Walmart and get you a little razor blade like this. It'll save you a lot of time and money on cutting braided and stuff like that. So and plus the blade itself, All right, here we go. We got a barrel swivel. We got a number 8-aught hook. Like I said, YouTube and stuff, y'all would be y'all's best friends. But if you got a fish that I haven't covered, just ask, hey, what's the best hook? And they can probably tell you. Now, if you're going to go live, now I go live on TikTok a lot, on my TikTok channel, CountryBoy1599 on TikTok. Get you one of these. Now, these right here is a very old one. I'm actually places. It'll run my phone and it'll run my light for at nighttime use. So that's always a good thing, y'all. And of course, if you're going to go out with fishing with live bait such as minnows, goldfish, maybe you want to keep some of your bluegill alive for a while, get you a bubble box. Now you can get them like this one right here is very old. I've had forever. Mine uses 2D batteries. You can get them now, I think, up to rechargeable kind. So I mean, and then of course you can get them plugged in, but they're not for the bank. Um, Another thing is you'll need one of these, and that's a scale. And the reason I say you'll need a scale is because the scale is you'll be your best friend. Now, I'm not when I go fishing, I don't go after that big trophy fish. I mean, if I catch them, okay. But I mostly this right here will tell me by percentage wise. Like if I'm going after catfish, I can pretty much guess how much meat I will get off that fish, and to see if it's really worth me, you know, using it or fishing or keeping the fish. And as I said, it's got a pounds and ounces right here. You as you pull down, it goes up to 50 pounds, and then of course you can also it's got a little backlight in it, so that's always nice. I mean, I dropped this in the river. I dropped it everywhere. It still hasn't stopped working yet, and it runs off a little 9-volt battery. In fact, this is the same 9-volt battery I've had for the last 2 years. So very good thing is it's a H2O Express um, scale. So yeah, thing I'm going to show y'all. Aha. If you're going to go fishing with catfish, make sure you have these right here. You'll thank your fingers will thank you later. The reason I say that is these right here, basically they grab the fish, as you see my hand. They don't hurt, but they grips it really good, and then you can hold the fish. You got a place for your scale to hook onto, and when you're ready, you can just release the fish, and basically you don't have to worry about teeth like gar or anything like that. I've actually picked up a gar with one of these. Actually, like I said, they're lifesavers. These are. I do not know the name brand of these actually. I really do not. I got these at I think Academy Sports. Um, but any of the local like bait shops will have these. So that right there is basically. But basically, you can put in y'all whatever y'all want to as far as money. Like I've got up to almost $200 in one rod and reel, and then there's some rods and reels I have. I probably got maybe $15 in, maybe 20. So it's going to be very how much you I mean. You can put in what you want to. I mean, you can actually go to Walmart and buy you some line and use a plain water bottle. I've actually seen that. I mean, so you can put in what you want to, but the license will cost you. I got saltwater and fishing and freshwater license. So mine runs about $45, $50 a year. But I mean, the price of seafood is right now, you will make that quick. I mean, you just get. I mean, the average cost right now of catfish is, I believe, uh, is it $12, $13 a pound just for freshly caught like in the river, and you catch 2 or 3 pounds of that right there is about 33, $40 right there just like I mean, I've already paid for my license this year already. Just by catching the fish, I've already caught probably 6 pounds. I've caught about maybe 6 pounds of about 6 pounds of catfish. Not to mention how much bluegill. So doesn't the bluegill? If it's even at $10 a pound, it's $60. So I've gained some money. So it's definitely worth it. Plus, it reduces my stress level. But anyway, you want to get in line. Now, one thing I did not tell y'all actually, somebody's going to be asking me, dude, how do you know what line it holds? All right, let me show y'all here. On most reels, it will show you. Let's see if I can get it where y'all can actually see it. Maybe not. See if I can cut off this bright ring light. Maybe y'all can see it. Right here, I don't know if y'all can see that. It tells you, I don't know if you can pick it up, y'all. 4 pound mono, what the poundage is. 6 pounds, 115 yards, and then 8 pounds or 100 yards. So most reels will literally tell y'all uh, how much line they hold. And again, that's an estimate, but there you go. Just like this one right here. I'll try this one. It might show up a little bit better. I don't know. Right here on the side, these markings. Right here is where it shows you. Right here, it shows you braided and mono. That's how I know I got 130 yards of braided, 30-pound braided up here. So, I mean, with that being said, I mean, I got a number 8 hook. I'm about to show y'all how to actually make this right here, which is a snell knot, and connecting. Most of them will tell you what line they hold. If not, you can always look it up online. But yeah, that tells y'all, what y'all can use and what y'all can use. Um, let me see here. Like I said, I use this a lot right here. I mean, I might be going to slime line. I don't know. This is one of the leader lines that I use currently right now. It's 30 pounds trilene. Again, this is why I told y'all might need some electrical tape to help hold it. You want to pull about a foot off of it. Here's my line. I always do a little extra because, you don't never mess up. And of course, y'all, what country person would go fishing without a handy dandy knife? Like I said, you can carry a gun, but I would recommend, uh, check your local laws. My state is open carry in North Carolina or concealed if you got a permit. Some states are constitutional carry, so just check it with your local laws. And it also depends on if you're able to actually carry a firearm. If you're not, well, then I guess you have to stick with a knife. But there we go. I'm about to change the angle of the camera, y'all, so that y'all can see it. After I get through with this, y'all, I will be on my YouTube. I mean, this is YouTube, y'all. I'm confused. I will be on my TikTok channel, CountryBoy1599 on TikTok. And I'll be going live there answering any kind of fishing questions. I just gotten this a lot about how I do these things, so I figured I'd leave them up here, permanently. I got me right here's the ending of it. Yeah, I know that somebody's gonna say, comment. This is more than a foot. It'll be all right. All right, and now I'm just gonna shake y'all a little bit. Y'all are on a tripod. I do apologize. I'm gonna try to, angle y'all down here a little bit. I'm gonna angle my light a little bit differently so that y'all can see what I'm doing here. All right, I'm gonna teach y'all first how to tie a snell knot. Now we have the main leader line right here, mono leader. Now some people use this right here is, like I said, 30 pounds. Some people use 50. Some people use 80. Some people I know actually use 100. Man, I just use 30. I'm after eatable size catfish, not trophies. But you want to take the tag in, which is the end of the line, and you see how the hook's in the front. You want to go through the eyelet, and you want to push that line all the way down. It's called a snell knot until it does this. You want it to do basically that right there, to where it basically starts the bend of the curve or the hook, and then you want to hold it firmly. Now, what you want to do with this is pretty much wrap it one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, what I always do is I always come up here and I'll hold it right where I wrapped it. Now, if you remember, we came through this side. We're actually going to do the opposite. We're taking the other part of the tag in that's way over here, and we're going to be going through the back end of the hook. Right here is the hook. We're actually going through the back side of the hook, just like so, and we're going to pull it through just like so. And when we get through, pull it tight. You can let go of your tag in now because it ain't going nowhere. This right here is a very strong knot for a circle hook to do. Now, for any other kind of thing, I don't recommend it, but right here, y'all, like I said, that knot ain't going nowhere. Like, just that easy. Where's my fingernail clippers? Just to show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, here they are. All right, and then what you're gonna do, y'all, is y'all gonna clip the tag it. I keep these a little bit, hanging out just in case I'm out fishing and I break one of these. I've got a leader. Again, just wanted to clip the tag in. There you go. And there you have a nice little solid knot. Now, another knot, how I tie this to my main line. I'll use a barrel swivel and a number 2 or 5 hook. Now, the way I do this is you want to do this. You'll go through the eyelet. Well, I'm sorry, that's for the main line. There's 2 eyelets. I can see it good in here. There's 2 eyelets, one here and one down here. The one that's got the swivel right here, or the barrel clasp, you want to go through it and then go right back through it again. Just don't pull it all the way through because it will come out. To where, hold on. Basically, that's how it will look right here. This is where you got it on a line. What you want to do is you want to pull it back through again, which means you'll do just like this. And when you get through, you will have, again, you have to put your finger there because it will fall right off the hook now. You'll have 2 lines in the same barrel swivel, y'all. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to tie a simple overhand knot. That's all you're going to be doing. This is called the polymer knot, by the way. Then you're going to take this loop that you just did and run it over. Make sure this barrel swivel right here, y'all, goes completely through this line right here. And then you're just going to wet your line and then pull it, tight. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what they call the polymer knot. There we go. I'm sorry, I like it getting mine nice and tight. That's just a pet peeve of mine. And then, of course, you would clip off a tag in, and then this right here would go to your main line, and that's it. That is a very strong knot. Also, I mean, it don't break it either. That right there is called the polymer knot. Again, you always wet the mono because mono, it creates friction when you tie it down. This right here is the snail knot, and then there's the polymer knot. Again, you do the same thing with this one. After you make sure everything is good and tight. Come out here with a pair of fingernail clippers or a knife if you got it. Clip off the tag in, and there you have it. You have another little rig ready Now all I have to do is tie this onto a main line, and I can put a little, barrel swivel right here, and that's pretty much all I do. That's it. This takes a little bit longer than I normally use, and like I said, I can actually, shorten this a little bit. But for the tutorial, that's basically what I'm showing y'all is how to do it. And I just did it a little bit longer to show you. I have a little bit extra so I can show y'all a little bit better on the camera than, in real life. And then I just fold them up and wrap them up, and then put them in right here in my little box. I've already got like 2 of these rigs made already, just in case I break them. So there's that, y'all. I wanted to show y'all this too. Another thing that will become your best friend is one of these. This is basically y'all uh, a safety pin, and it's got number 8 hooks on it. That's all it is, number 8 hooks. And I use these a lot too. So there you have it. When in doubt, go bluefish, gill fishing. They're always biting. I've caught them when I didn't catch nothing else. But basically, y'all, that pretty much ends the tutorial. Like I said, it depends on, like I said, what you use, what you're using, as far as, let's back up, with that. And of course, you have to get you a bag. I've just got this little bag right here that I use. Hang on, I'll pick it up for you. This right here is my tackle box. It holds all my tackle gear and stuff, so that's always fun. I've never had no issue with them, and I'm thinking about getting me one that actually rolls, though. It's a bit easier on my back. But like I said, for whatever you need it for. So that there pretty much ends the tutorial, y'all, of what y'all can use on this, you know, as far as lights goes and what line to use. And of course, like I said, that will depend on, uh, what you use on the what kind of fish you're actually after. And of course, I always carry my license with my bag just to be on the safe side. And then always, 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 y'all carry extra line. I always carry 3 reels with me when I go fishing. I carry a 10-pound, 20-pound, and a 30-pound trolley. The reason is you don't never know when one of your rods are going to break, or such. And like I said, that, comes in handy. I've had that happen actually. But anyways, I just wanted to get on here to show y'all this and to show y'all like what y'all can expect. I'm gonna do some more of these videos for y'all as I get requested. Like I said, y'all go check out my TikTok channel. I'll be going live there probably, I don't know, in a few more minutes after I get me a snack or something. But yeah, that being said, if y'all want to, y'all can watch me live tomorrow, Labor Day, September 5th. Y'all, I will be with my dad. Signal permitting at Tull's Mill. Like I said, don't quote me on that. I don't know if I'll be able to get a signal to go live. But y'all take care. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off this live, and one thing I did forget is the stand. But again, if you're not gonna go live like I do, then it don't really make no difference. So that being said, y'all take care. God bless y'all. I will see y'all later again. Give me about, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes to get, recover from talking so much. And I will be going on my TikTok channel, CountryBoy1599 on TikTok. And we will go live there for and answer any questions that people have on my channel on that one. Y'all take care. God bless.